Yes,
Yippee.
we are dead. Yes, this is how it works. You have to share a bed. Whatever. At this point, we're too damn tired to do anything, even if we're together.
Yeah.
No. Especially after the last few days we've had. But, we want to talk a little bit about,
the bubble.
Yeah, about something the first speaker we had today talked about. His name was Derek Dunsford.
We can't pronounce it.
It's French. Obviously you'll be seeing it right now because it'll be like right here. Or here. It's somewhere on the screen right now as I'm talking. So. Oh look, it's gone.
Would you get to the point? I know, Rachel.
I'm sorry. I'm being a dork. I'm having a techno geek moment. Would you stop poking me, woman?
No.
Okay, so back to what this guy was talking about. He talked about the disability bubble. How it's a vicious thing that people with disabilities and parents of children with disabilities sink into, and they just accept that they'll never amount to anything and that they should just stop trying, and that they lower the bar so low that to never expect anything from any of them.
Status quo is just fine. If they reach status quo, we're happy.
Yeah, and that's just wrong. And
I'm sad that we've even given into it.
Yeah, we have a certain rights, although I don't know if I even ever told this to you. After like we were done with that speaker, it occurred to me that I had something that I should have shared. And that is, when I was born, my parents were told I would never walk. And lo and behold, I walked for, at least 20 years before I really started using the chair a whole lot. And yeah, now I'm reverting back to the point of not using my chair, or not walking at all and going to the chair, but I defied the odds for a long time, and I've come to the point now where I've made the decision to give up walking, and I'm kind of reverting back into the bubble, but I'm doing it by choice. I could
what
still...
What saying was still not good.
Yeah, on one hand I would say it is not good, but on the other hand, I can do a lot more things in that chair than I can walking. I can't carry really anything in walking because I have to use forearm crutches to walk, and I'm very slow, and it's painful, and I can't go more than 10-20 feet before I'm completely exhausted. You put me in that chair, I can carry a lot of weight. I can carry around all my laundry. I can't do that walking. So there is a bit of a trade-off. Yes, I'm sinking back into the bubble, but in the same right, I'm still kind of burst out of it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. The bubble that he was more speaking of was like, being able to work and do what you want, and not letting them say you're just going to be fine with whatever we give you, and letting everybody place you where they think you should be.
Never settle for what other people tell you is your limit. If you want to be something. If you want to be an astronaut, go for it.
What I was told.
Fight.
Yeah.
It may take you a long time. Don't stop fighting.
Well, I'll give you an example of something I was told in a job training a couple years back. I was working with people with disabilities, something I'm really good at. And in the interview, or training, I don't remember which, they said, if somebody comes to you and says, I want to be a rocket scientist, and they have an IQ of 50, you do everything in your power to make them achieve that goal. There's no reason why they can't. Einstein had autism. Helen Keller is probably one of the best advocates for blind and deaf education. I mean, people can do amazing things. So.
Just because you have a disability does not mean you can't. It just means it's harder.
It may take some time, and you have to, I think one of the best qualities a person with a disability can have is patience. Without patience, I don't think we would be sane at this point.
No, we really wouldn't be. I'm trying to think if we weren't patient. Well, if we weren't patient, we wouldn't be literally here today because of the issue with my chair topper this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wouldn't load the part that flips my chair from hanging vertically to laying horizontally. Didn't go up all the way at first, and I thought my chair was catching, and I couldn't see it because you can only lean so far out of the car door before you fall on the ground. And we had to call a friend to come down and look, and when he said it wasn't catching anywhere, well then I just kind of gently pushed it up and it went in. And if I wasn't a patient person, I probably would have just tried to crank on it and might have broken it.
As we had said earlier, you know, I'm the gold personality, which is the leader, but I still have a lot of patience. I mean, I will help anybody with anything. If it takes 4 hours to make cornbread, it takes 4 hours to make cornbread. That doesn't bother me. So.
Yeah, anyone with a disability, you know, I'm pretty sure I've said this before.
I'm sure you said it.
But people with disabilities have one speed, and that speed is usually really slow. Anyone out there that deals with a person with a disability, you need to find their speed and
be okay with that. Accept that.
Yeah, just be accommodating. If it takes like she said, if it takes 4 hours to make cornbread, it takes 4 hours to make cornbread. If it takes them 20 minutes just to get ready to take a shower, it takes them 20 minutes.
If there are things, another thing he talked about is support. And if you gotta give them 6 staff so that they can have a job, so be it. They're being a productive member of society, and that's what we're all striving for. One of my mentors told me years ago, every person with a disability wants to live, love, and give back to the society which has given them so much. So, it doesn't matter what it takes for them to do it. What matters is that they're doing it and that they're happy.
Exactly. As long as you're happy, nothing else matters.
Now, you do walk a fine line between helping someone and hindering someone, but the only way you're going to know that is you have to step in and figure that person out.
In the end, you just got to try. Don't stop trying. Don't let people tell you you can't. Find a way and make it work. And on that note, we're going to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Camp Adventures, making our way one push at a time.